This year, Centers for Spiritual Living has had a theme, and it's called Living Everyday Wonder. Wonder. And it's the awesomeness of how great it is to be alive. You wake up in the morning and say, wow. Or, oh no, I gotta get up again. I gotta go that low-paying job again. Because, it starts with us. It starts with us. Lighting that candle, that creativity within our own hearts and minds. Every day. Every day. Regardless of what condition your condition is in. Shine a little light on it. Give it some love. Well, we're talking about creativity for the month of April, and it is Holy Week. Remember Holy Week? The triumphant entry, that's how I learned about it in catechism. Movies show their point of view. However, we each have our own point of view, our own creativity, our own realization of spirit within us and within the world, and what that actually means. So we're talking about now this universal creative process. And this can be an action of mind upon itself, whether it be the universal mind, and when I say that, I'm talking about God, the thing itself. That's what Ernest Holmes called it. The creative universe. The action of mind within each one of us is creating. It's creative. Whether we realize it or not, there's an urge. There's an urge of the life principle to create something new. Something new. Out of apparently nothing. It just might be the way you wore your hair today, or the way you wore that outfit this time. That urge. And we notice it when it's somebody that we call an artist, a musician, an inventor, a writer, but really each and every one of us has that same creativity to create the day that we have, or the day that we want to have, or the relationships. We name them. Have you noticed that? How you name it, and then you tell somebody, oh, I knew that so-and-so was going to be such and such. You knew it. Newsflash, you did more than knew it, you created it. You co-created it. So you might as well just say, that's where it's at and I like it like that. Try it. Try it and let me know if you like it. But even that is empowering, as opposed to, why is everybody always picking on me? I'm a victim. That's not what we teach here. Now, some of us, including me, may have done that a time or two. And then I did. I changed my thinking, I changed my life. That's the slogan, and it actually really works. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So that's the creativity. Now, this mind, this spirit, always creates according to our divine nature. I remember seeing my three of what I now have 7 grandchildren. And it was the oldest boy. He's now, 22. But he wasn't. He was just a little guy then, playing with his sisters. And they were drawing. And they were drawing something that I had never seen before. They were drawing fashion. They were drawing dresses. They were, and I thought, well, where did these kids see those dresses? Because they were more like high fashion, the kind of things I used to wear when I was in California. In the desert, it's not quite as formal, I think, at least in my experience. But they were drawing these things, and they had designs, and I was amazed because those little children at that time had never seen. They had never seen those clothes, nor had I, in Las Vegas. But they were joyfully doing that. I thought it was pretty amazing. Perhaps it's back to that one mind. Oh. You mean there's one mind, there's one power, there's one presence that we think into and from? Yeah. Really. That creative process. It's pretty amazing. They haven't done it since. Now they know so much, see. It's different. They just were going for it. And where they got it, out of the universe, started drawing. I'm going to have to remind you about that. And Lisa used to draw so much that I thought she was going to be an artist. I even gave her a gift because she really loved doing that. Now there's so many choices, right? You feel like you have a lot of choices?
Yes.
Yeah, you got plenty of choices. Some you like better than others. Okay, so this creative process, it's spirit that moves from an invisible form to a form that is visible. And in that visible form, we participate with it. From our eyes, our ears, our nose, our throat, our hands, our taste, our touch, our smell. We dance with joy and celebration of that higher power that empowers us. That rhythm of life. Not only when we have our musicians, but within ourselves. It's pretty fun. Dance, it's very powerful. It's emotional. It tells a story that we embody and we love to dance. So let's affirm. I am an open, dazzling channel for inspiration and peace. So take that home with you and practice that, because it really is the truth. It really is the truth about who and what you are. And when you bring that out from yourself, those around you are lifted up as well. Your children, your neighbors, your employees. When they see that that's possible, they want to ask you, how did you do that? Because maybe that same thing is possible for me too. To light up my own life, to try something new. I think that's one of the things I love so much about the Science of Mind classes. Because we don't have to go through hell to get to heaven. You can if you want to. I don't recommend it. I tried, did not like it.
I was the Messiah.
Spirit always creates. It listens. There's an intuitive nature that nudges us forth, nudges us to try to do something new. Make something new, make something happen, create something on a mental and spiritual plane. Now, this joy, this joy, this dancing. What was the dancing with the donkey? People were saying, what about that dancing with the donkey? As if you've never seen anybody that seemed to have a donkey nature or a donkey manifestation. Holding on. Some call it stubborn, or you could call it whatever you want, but you have that nature, And we're saying, wait a minute, creativity is here, celebration is real, life is beautiful. Come on, donkey. Let go of that donkey. And enjoy this life, this love, this world, this opportunity, this possibility, this journey. We're symbolizing now this journey of creativity, Palm Sunday, the growth, the expansion, as we pass over symbolically that lower donkey, if you will, level of consciousness to that higher level of the Christ consciousness. It's really interesting to me how we can change our thinking and see a tangible result. A tangible result. And once we see it, we can't not see it. Have you noticed that? Yeah. Yeah. But we don't see it until we're ready for that. And so here we come, Holy Week, big week, Ramadan, Holy Week, the holy city of Jerusalem. What is it at this point in our journey would we like to realize, to expand, to celebrate? And maybe we might need to make room for something new by letting go of something old. Maybe there's an old crucifying experience or relationship. I'm here to tell you, you don't need it. You don't have to have it. You have the power right here, right now, to do a new thing. Yes, but someone's in there thinking, yes, but what? All the reasons that we sometimes say we can't do, be, and have. They're just the reasons that you won't be, do, and have up until now. We can become the light of our own lives. We're here fully equipped to light up your own life. And by doing that, you're an example to somebody else. And sometimes we do things in teams. Have you noticed? Some of the greatest teams are called a family. Family's a team. Yeah. Spirit always creates. And our nature is creative. You have to talk yourself out of it. Because there's something within you. Maybe it was the child. Maybe it was the adult. Maybe it was the painter. Maybe it was the singer. But there's something within you that's wanting to move you forward, more toward your own good. The embodiment of that uniqueness and that specialness that is as unique as your fingerprint compared to somebody else's. Yeah. Wonderful. Now we talk about the planes of existence. A plane is a realm of thought. of consciousness. And there's mental planes and there's spiritual planes. And our intuition guides us there. Guides us there. And our prayers open us up to a greater possibility. A greater possibility of who and what we're meant to be. Now, sometimes we try a whole bunch of stuff and it doesn't look like the way we pictured it in our mind. Has that ever happened?
Maybe.
And sometimes it's better than how we pictured it in our minds. Is that right or not?
Yes.
Yes. But we didn't know that we didn't know. See? And so we light up our own life from the realm of thought, from the joy of creativity, and from shifting planes. Now, I'm not talking about shifting airplanes. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about planes of existence. So there's a mental plane, a realm of thought, of consciousness. There's a spiritual plane, one of awareness, and maybe intuition, and a greater consciousness of the divine and the divine within us. Plane. Holy Week. So these planes, we think of a plane maybe like a place or a location. That's not what I mean by planes. I'm talking about a different vibration. This is spirit when we speak of planes, not places. Levels of awareness. And this is why we do meditation. To do what? To elevate us from doing the dishes, cleaning the house, very important, but maybe not the most creative thing we might want to do on our list that day. To go higher, to levels, planes of consciousness, of an awareness, a greater awareness of who and what we are and what we want to do. The science of mind says this: the perception of the whole, the supreme intuitive knowledge of a divine order beyond our intellectual capacity. We're growing in spirit and in truth. That's what this is about. That's what this adventure is about. And perhaps there's something in your heart right now that you really would love to do, be, do, or have. Maybe you've been holding on to it a really long time. Or maybe you even gave up on it. That's not for people like me. And so as we go forward this week, this Holy Week, that's the invitation. To remember who and what you really are. Your heart is telling you. Your mind sometimes says, oh no, not for people like me. Oh no, I don't have enough money. Oh no, I don't have enough whatever. Not enough, not enough, not enough. My thought is, if you can name it, you can claim it. Does anybody agree with me?
Yes.
Name it and claim it. So in this moment, and it might be a physical thing, a tangible thing, a house, a car. It could be an expression of your heart and your soul. It could be that song, that book. Maybe it's that recipe. There's something within you that is crying for your attention. Something within you that's saying, isn't it my turn now? How about now? I've been waiting, 20, 30, 40, 50, I don't know what we stop, years. Make today be the day. Make today be the day. Let this week be your holy week. We have wonderful ministers, practitioners, and members, and friends. Some of the most brilliant lights, really, right here, with so many talents and skills. And some are classmates as we take these classes of the science of mind, and we learn more about ourselves and others. But I'm wondering if your friend or your classmate has a dream they've been holding all these years. Maybe they want to share that with you. And your answer is go for it. Get off that donkey. Yeah, no more waiting. Go for it. If it's in your heart, if it's in your mind, it's in your soul, it's for you. Her idea is not what's for her isn't coming through you. Now she may be supportive, she may be aware, but that's for you. And for us to share, to say, come on, I'll support you in prayer. I can support you in that vision. How do you see it playing out? Take a step. This is Holy Week. So perhaps we might want to do something a little bit different this week. Would anybody like to do something different this week? Yes. Make it a Holy Week. I thought we had a great time last week. Wasn't that fun? And that was something that we hadn't done here before. I would say we're off to a good direction with our leaders, our ministers, who made that happen. I would give them an applause, but... Thank you. But do you know what happened? One of the things, I know you know Ricky Byers came, right? Fabulous. That was really, really fun. But what happened that empowered that was a different vision, a new way of looking at spiritual community. Now, nothing was wrong with the way we were doing it. I loved it. They got me out of retirement. And yet you see me. I may have one or two things to say. But what, thank you. I did not pay her. I did not even know I was going to say this. But when we help hold that vision, say, hey, it's not too late. Maybe there is a way. Your gifts from the Creator are here for you, but not for you alone. And so in spiritual community, we have that opportunity to learn from one another, to share with one another. Now, you can share with the people that have been telling you no all these years, that you can't do it. Why are you getting these pie in the sky ideas? It doesn't happen for people like you. Okay, so those donkey people. Someone asked me, who's a donkey? Well, I'm beginning to find out. But what our ministers did was they created a New Thought organization, and it's a collective of like-minded people. And with that, we together were able to bring a star like Ricky Byers here by working together for the common good. And so that's the benefit of spiritual community. It really is. And that's one of the benefits, one of the many benefits of classes and groups and reading books and learning things and looking at new possibilities for our own lives. And so as we go forth this week, my invitation is to please make it your holy week. As Spirit is speaking to your heart and your soul, calling you forth, nudging you to do something maybe a little different, to shine your light maybe a little brighter, to ask a few more questions, but listen to the answers from your heart and soul. You're special. You're unique. This is Holy Week. Make it holy. God loves you, and so do I. Thank you.
Times are rapidly changing, and sometimes the day-to-day gets the best of us. If you've gotten to that place where you want more and are ready to find that home that nurtures your soul, look no further. We are that place where people start their journey to live their most authentic and joyful life, find balance, and improve in every area. At the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, we are here to offer tools and support to bring out the you we know that you'll love. With a diverse community, we work to create a world that works for all. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, or even if it's your very first step, you are always welcome here. If you are ready for real, meaningful change in your life, come check us out. We're waiting for you.